Just couldn't believe it. At number 2 on my fantasy playlist, a good old-fashioned soul record I discovered on Spotify 3 or 4 or 5 months ago. This is like when I first heard Lizzo, a song by Lizzo in late 2016. Some of those soulful lyrics, those storytelling lyrics, and I was just absolutely blown away. I can't remember the song that I heard by Lizzo. It was in late 2016. But this one, when I heard this song, got that same kind of vibe. It's a very positive record, an uplifting record with gospel influences. At number 2, up from number 7 on this fantasy playlist. Almost put it at number 1, but I had to put another BPM at number 1 instead. But still, boy, it's like Arthur Conley once sang about that sweet soul music back in 1967. It was so nostalgic, this record, man. It brings back memories of the sweet inspirations and that's the Honeycombs and Denise LaSalle and Brenda, the tabulations right on the tip of my tongue. Oh boy, back in those days, back in the late 60s and early 70s. And just got that vibe to it. But anyway, the song is by, and you're probably saying, okay, Dean, who is it? Who are you talking about, man? Well, I'll tell you who I'm talking about. Lady Bry, I believe is how you pronounce her name, with I'm Good Mood. I'm in a good mood at number 2 on this fantasy playlist. And Lady Breanne Bryant is her real name. Interesting thing about her, though, is that she grew up being heavily influenced by Whitney Houston, influenced by her messaging, her positive vibe, and of course, her singing ability. Oh God, this woman can sing. Just based on this song alone, I'm tempted to put her up there with Whitney Houston, because Whitney Houston back in the day, well, she was an awesome singer. There's no doubt about that. Breanne Bryant, she grew up in Cleveland. She had a toy karaoke set. And that's where she learned Whitney Houston songs. She was singing Whitney Houston songs in this toy karaoke set. Since then, she's become a prolific songwriter. Her songs being placed in advertisements, on televisions, and movies. One song of hers called "Affection" was used to something called "To All the Boys I've Loved Before, Always and Forever." You might have heard of that. And she also had another song called "This Will Be the Day." And that song became the official song for All American Stories show that's on the CW network. And she lent her voice for ads, her voice showing up in advertisements for Powerade, McDonald's, LL Bean, and CVS. Her singing ability is obviously widely noticed. And she's been compared to some of the other retro-sounding R&B singers in recent years, like Leanne LaHaves, I believe is how you pronounce her name. I got one of her songs, by the way, and it's a phenomenal record. Lizzo is another comparison. Maybe Janelle Monáe may be another possible comparison. But here will be a little bit of Mary J. Blige and that old school R&B, man. That she's reaching back, even though she's talking about Whitney Houston. I hear a lot of that going back even further than that. That I've already mentioned, those old R&B artists from back in the day. This record right here, let me read you a lyric. It's a very inspirational record. This will, if you're looking for something, if you're on a downer, looking for something to perk you up, might want to add this song to your personal playlist, to your music playlist. Let me read you a quote. Let me read you a bit of the record. This is a verse. Do the quote unquote thing again. Quote, "So join a choir, get your praise on, clap your hands, sing a new song. The beat is jumping, taking you to church. Brunch is going and the food is served. Serve you up another plate. Dessert is always on its way. Don't let nobody change your mood," quote unquote. Hope that means I can get an extra donut. Can I please have another donut? But still, this is a very powerful record. This is one of the best new soul records I've ever heard. And the formats for this record, pop. Yes, pop. Dadgummit, put it on a pop station. I don't care what they say. It's perfect. Inspirational. It's a hit record. If it's a hit record, it's a mass appeal record. Pop radio station, adult contemporary. adult R&B, rhythmic, dadgummit, there's another format I'm thinking. I had another format in my head, it just slipped. Well, bottom line is, this is a mass appeal record. There's gospel in this record. It is speckled, it is freckled with gospel. Old school gospel. This song has some of the vibes of some of those old school gospel records. Oh, Happy Day by the Edwin Hawkins Singers. And also, I was thinking about another R&B song from back in the day that's pretty obscure now. Billy Preston, when Billy Preston did a song called That's the Way God Planned It. Back in 1969, the song's got a similar vibe to that. That's similar to uplifting, makes you feel good. That's all there is to it. Therefore, the song is called Feel Good, appropriately enough. It is at number 2 on my fancy playlist. Let's buzz this record up. It's a hit that's waiting to happen. Let's not wait any longer. Let's put it up there. Number 2 on my fancy playlist, Good Mood by Lady Bride. A beautiful, yes, a beautiful woman. Lady Bree, B-R-I. On my fancy playlist of May the 8th, 2022.